Hey there, Sean Smith here with PPC AMS Accelerator, and I just kind of wanted to go over a post I wrote yesterday. I wrote a post on Facebook, LinkedIn, shared it on Instagram, and it was in regards to something I call Amazon PPC efficiency and how people who practice Amazon PPC, Amazon sellers that do their own PPC, employees for companies that do PPC, consultants, agencies, people who make this their profession, they have to really consider the quality of the time that they put into it. And what I mean by that is, when you step into an Amazon advertising account, so just kind of visualize, you log in, you head on over to the ad console, you have to really reflect on, what's the best way to approach this? It's not always just go in and do this and that. The way that I like to do it is I just kind of like to take a few minutes to think about, hey, what result am I looking for? And, how can I get this result with the least amount of effort? It's minimal input, maximal output. It's that efficiency perspective. Now, that doesn't mean you necessarily need to spend less time in the account. It's just you need to maximize the time that you spend on the account. So, for example, a good example is like, let's say, I'm going to give you a pretty standard example, bid optimizations, keyword bid optimizations. You've got 100 campaigns. Let's say you've got even 20 campaigns, and they've all got keywords in there. They're all manual campaigns, or you've got a mix of sponsored brands, sponsored products. You've got keyword targeting. You've got product targeting, and you're in the account, and you're like, you need to make bid optimizations, right? So you're like, all right. So you start clicking on campaigns and ad groups and changing bids, but you could ask yourself, I wonder if there's like a better way to do this. How can I get the same result with less effort? And then maybe you think to yourself, well, maybe I could use the bulk file, right? For example, bulk files allow you to make a ton of bid changes in a small amount of time. And so you can put in less effort and get more results. And that also allows for more time to do analysis. Like, I like to spend less time making changes and more time analyzing current data, changes that have happened after making, like changes in performance that have happened after making changes in bid optimizations or adding new keywords or product targets or new campaign types or ad types like sponsored display, things like that. So, if you have to spend 4 hours, clicking on campaigns and changing bids, you're not going to get a lot of time to analyze those results and really develop a deeper understanding of it. And I think that to have that efficiency perspective, to be able to go into account and be able to figure out, how do I get the best results with the least amount of effort, you have to have two things. I think the first one is a deep knowledge of Amazon advertising, a deep knowledge of it. So understanding, all the different ad types, all the different targeting types, all the little features that exist, bids by placement. What else is there? There's like the creatives you can add and manipulate, things like that for sponsored brands, for example. And then also understanding the different methods of things that you can use. For example, should I use advertising console versus bulk files? For bulk files, there are certain processes that are way better with bulk files. But there are also processes that are way better with ad console. So knowing how to analyze what you're looking for and then figure out the best method to use it. So, and you have to have a deep knowledge and understanding of Amazon advertising to do that. And the second piece is cause and effect correlation. So this is something that I just really like. So I think it's kind of like one of those things that I just really, really love because I like to apply this in Amazon PPC and in other areas of my life, like, fitness or personal relationships, things like that. I just enjoy the concept. But cause and effect correlation. So, understanding how making changes can impact things. A good example is, let's say you, let's see here, cause and effect correlation. So let's say you increase the bids by 25% for 10 low search volume keywords, and then you increase the bids by 25% for one high volume keyword. Well, I mean, I don't know if you would know this or not, but like you have to know the cause and effect of that, right? So if you increase the bids for the super low volume 10 keywords, you're not going to get the same result as you would if you did it for a high volume keyword. So, in that situation, you're going to get way more results from making a change to one keyword versus 10 keywords because that one keyword has a larger impact. So knowing the cause and effect. Another one is lowering ACOS. I think lowering your ACOS is a huge one. Knowing how to make bid changes to lower that ACOS and understanding the variables or the issues at play when you don't have when your ACOS doesn't go down. A great example of this is in like really competitive marketplaces. Certain supplement products, certain beauty products where, you can't bid less than $1.50 or $2 because if you do, your traffic will just go down because the floor on that ad auction is not very low. You have to compete. And so you might be thinking like, hey, I decreased my bid from 225 to 175, but my traffic just shrank. And now I'm getting like no sales, no traffic. Well, it might be because the advertising auction has a really high bid that you need to maintain to even show up. And so these are the kind of things you got to think about when you're making bid changes and when you're optimizing Amazon advertising campaigns, is that cause and effect correlation, because it allows you to be able to make changes at scale and produce really good results with less effort. So, to kind of wrap this up, next time you're in an Amazon advertising account, think to yourself, what result am I trying to get? Like what am I in here for? And it's okay to be in there and not have anything to do. I do that sometimes as well. Sometimes I'll just hop into an account that's doing really well, and I just kind of want to create an experiment to see if I can do stuff. So, enjoy the process, be creative with it. I think that we do have to perform in this marketplace to keep clients and to do better with our Amazon business and grow it. But we also have to be creative and enjoy it. And so to be able to do that is to give our minds space to create hypotheses and say, what if I'm like, for me, I do a lot of I work with students and clients, and I'm like, really, what's the best way to get them the results and make them happier, right? Because one shortcut to happiness is to help others and make them happy. And so I'll sit there and be like, what are they looking for? Usually they're looking for a lower ACOS and more PPC sales. So I'm like, what could I engineer? As you can see, I spend a lot of time reflecting. We don't want to constantly just be doing all the time. We need to balance reflection and implementation, because reflection allows us to kind of like not spin our wheels and do the same stuff over and over again. Reflection allows us to analyze things and figure out where we need to go. But I think, the next time you're in that account, just think from an efficiency perspective. What am I in here for? And how do I get the most results that I'm looking for with the least amount of effort, right? Because we're paid based on the results that we get. And that's important because that'll help you not only just in PPC, but when you're talking to people and working with either clients or you're working in your company. Having an efficiency perspective is really a business friendly mindset. So I hope this video was helpful. Stay efficient, and if you are looking to become more efficient with your Amazon PPC, or this message that I just shared with you resonated with you in some way, or you feel like I could contribute something to you, head on over to ppcamsaccelerator.com/schedule to book a call with me to see if I can help you become even more efficient, help you develop that efficiency perspective, and help you grow in your Amazon PPC journey. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.